Hey guys, it's Patootie with TGN.TV, bringing you guys some League of Legends commentary. Today I'm playing as Shyvana. It's actually a pretty special friend of mine. She flew down all the way from SKYRIM just to play with us today. Alright, so let's get this game going. So I am playing, as I said, Shyvana jungle. I did pick up the double bundle from a tournament that we won there for free. That was pretty bomb. We do see this Amumu disconnects right off the bat, so we're going to decide to go offensively to his blue. He does reconnect here in a second, but since he is late on the reconnect, we can actually get to his blue before he gets there and get some good positioning. Now these guys kind of go ahead. I mean, I wanted them to wait, but that's fine. Riven's going to lead the way with her stun. So we're going to go in here. We do see a Mumu coming here. We're going to go on a Mumu. Now he's going through for the flash, so I'm going to switch targets really quickly and go for this Soraka. And I'm going to pick up first blood there for Brand. And we're going to keep poking here for a little bit. We're not really going to get any kills. Just trying to zone him out. And we are going to steal the blue, which is pretty uncontestedly. We actually have a support Shaco that plans on going bottom with Exhaust Ignite. And so he's going to box up here and pretty much prevent anyone from their team to be able to come contest this, and I should be able to pick it up easily with the smite. Soraka's actually going to put a ward down. Now, if I had my Q there, I could have one-shot that ward, but I didn't. So we're just going to go for this blue. Now, Mumu is going to try to come in here. He's going to get feared away by the wards. And Mumu with no blue early on is very, very painful. I mean, I play a lot of Mumu jungle, and if you get denied out of your blue that early, it really slows down your jungle. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a modified path here since I don't have smite. Let's go Wraiths and then go to dual golems. Bottom's missing. So yeah, see we have Ezreal Shaco. I duoed with this Ezreal here, who coincidentally his name is Ezreal as well. Guess what hero he plays, guys? So then we're gonna have that bottom. Brand versus Ryze mid. Riven versus Renekton top. Riven versus Renekton I think is a very even matchup. You can really go either way. Whoever gets the first kill basically is gonna dominate the lane. Oh, Tristana almost dies there to the 2 shit from Shaco. Since I already have blue here, I am going to pass it on to Brand after I finish off these wolves. And that'll help him a lot versus Ryze. There we go. Ezreal does pick up a kill bottom on that Tristana. Training it for Shaco, he dies as well. I'm going to go over towards our red now. For runes and masteries, well, runes I run Armor Pen, Quince, and reds. I run Armor yellows and Magic Resist blues. And here comes a Mumu mid, and I do see this, so I'm going to finish off these wraiths really quickly, and I am going to come to try and help him. He's definitely going to die, but I'm going to try to pick up this Ryze, and I am going to be able to finish him off and get away safely from her OP speed buff. And I'm going to come back mid to farm off the wave. Very important thing if you're jungling, try not to push the wave, even though I kind of push it here, because it does deny experience from your carry when you come back to lane. I mean, it's perfectly fine to last hit, just try not to push the wave too hard. I do have my smite back up now, so I'm going to take the red. This is actually my first game trying out with full smartcast, so using everything smartcast. You'll never see any of my reticles, but you will see me mouse over them at certain times to see what the range looks like. Smartcast is, by the way, is a very, very good thing to use. And wow, Ezreal's going to pick up a double kill bottom. So I'm going to go back to base now, pick up my Madred's Razor and some pots, and I'm going to head back and see if I can gank anyone. We don't have a ward on Dragon, so I'm going to try to go over there eventually, or hopefully somebody will ward it. Riven seems to be pushing a pretty hard top, so I'm not focusing on ganking her lane. A very important thing about jungling is just keeping your map awareness, seeing how your lanes are doing, constantly checking out how they're doing. So Brand does dive the Ryze mid there, and he just lives with the sliver. Soraka actually disconnects there. I didn't notice that at first. And I'm going to try to see if I can counter jungle, just take a bit from Amumu. I mean, he's already is behind without the blue, so I'm just going to keep trying to keep him behind. And now, just because of my map awareness here, I'm going to be able to come help kill. I was talking about Van, let's kill him. So I turn into Dragon, and I'm going to be able to easily pick up the kill. Now, off that kill there, we should, I know in my head I probably think to do Dragon, but it doesn't look like our team's going to do it, so here comes Amumu coming in here. Now, I had problems targeting him here. Could not target him, and he does actually outsmite me. I actually failed that smite pretty hard. But I do have red buff, so he's not going to be able to go anywhere. Actually, that was a good flash. Oh, Amumu ult. And, oh, I might die here, actually. I go in the bush. Oh, yeah, so I hit him, go back into the bush. When you juke inside and out of a bush, it makes it really hard to be targetable. So that guy, even though I only had a sliver health and he was full, we did manage to destroy him. And Ezreal's going to tank the Dragon here, so we'll be able to pick up an early first dragon in about 8 minutes, which is very good for our team. Always pick up your dragons. If you can pick up a kill or two on the other team, especially if it's a jungler, to get rid of their smite, definitely try to get that dragon as much as possible. Go back, get my wriggles. Oh, and I don't believe I told you guys my masteries. I'm actually running 0.21.9, which is, I think, is completely broken for jungling right now. It makes it so fast and get a lot of experience. They're gonna dive bottom here, no problem. I'm gonna pick up another kill. Right now it's 10-3, so we are actually in a pretty big lead. And GUYZ is gonna go for the gank bottom, but they have that warded, so they will be all fine. Oh, actually, Ezreal seems to be out of position here and he's gonna die. I'm chasing this GUYZ, but the Amumu gets a really good Q off and just pulls me off before I could go more offensive on him. So Riven actually winning top, so now that I think that was their first kill top, and I think once you get that first kill, it really starts to spiral out of control. I'm a very big Renekton player, and if I get the first blood on Riven, I know I can pretty much dominate the whole game, but if it's the other way around, if she gets an early gank or something, then it's a completely different story. It's funny how it sways so hard. Top lane is all about countering the person you're laning against. I'm going to go mid here. It's going to blow his ignite. And very important what I do here, I actually don't flash or use my ulti until he does. And now I can guarantee that I pick up the kill. I mean, I have the movement speed buff. I don't need to turn into a dragon right away. I'm going to be on him already. So save that. Very important when you're going for a gank. Save your flash and your, well, if you're Shyvana, save your dragon form when they try to get away. And now this Tristan's going to be out of position here. He's going to take a lot of tower damage, but we should still be able to pick up the kill and he'll be fine. Yes, he's very fine and well. So, I don't know. What I believe very strongly in jungling is just I like ganking from behind their turrets. I think it's very, very strong, especially if you can dominate their jungler, like if you can out-jungle them and they don't have any presence, you can destroy the ganks. Really good at Moonwall, I think. Oh, Bran actually lives there, and I'm going to pick up a double kill. Shyvana with red buff early on in her W is just complete wreckage. I'm going to keep jungling. I have 2,500 gold. I find once you get your wriggles, it's like you never want to go back to base. It's just, you have infinite sustain and you just want to jungle forever. I actually didn't pick up the dragon timer there. This is something I've been trying to remember to do a lot more. By the way, today is November 22nd and they just released the new ranked teams and some random guy invited me to his team that I've never met before. It looks pretty interesting. I'm going to go check that out after this game, actually. It looks really, really cool. And, ooh, he's going to flash ult. Now, if he had maybe another skill, he probably would have finished off that GUYZ, but he didn't quite have the damage to finish him. Moon was going to cover mid. I'm going to keep jungling. So I did pick up my Wit's End. My general build goes Lantern, Wit's End, then Frozen Mallet. It's a build that I really like to follow. The only time I don't really do it is if we don't have a tank on our team. I mean, Riven is really, really tanky when she builds up her AD, so I'm not too worried. I like going Wit's End first. I find it's a huge damage increase. And here we have a really good gank. Ez is going to come in. And I'm going to come in for the KS just for the fun of it. Yeah, I mean, it was a KS pretty strongly, but I don't believe that KSing is actually existing in this game. I mean, it is the team game. And I'm going to juke this Amumu Q here. And I'm going to wait for him to come a bit more closer to Ezreal, and then I'm going to go straight in on that Amumu. Ezreal just misses his ult, but we should still be able to finish him off. Yes, he gets it with the Q. And that Tristana won't be able to pick us off. Go back, get my Phage, get some more wards. Very important when you're jungling, get a lot of wards, as many wards as possible. And just to really cover your lanes that don't have enough money. Oh, Ezreal is going to get picked off there. But yeah, get as many wards as you can to make sure that your lanes don't get ganked. I mean, especially if you're trying to raise your elo in solo queue. Really, if you ward for your lanes like everywhere, there's really no way they can die unless they're just feeding their lane completely, which does tend to happen at some times. But if you do, if they're a semi-decent player, ooh. Okay, so Bran does get away. I'm gonna come in with my dragon, but that's 4 people, so I'm gonna run away. I think it would get ignited, but I'm gonna survive it. Oh crap! So Ezreal, let's pick up and kill Amumu, but that's gonna be a trade. He's gonna get destroyed as well. I'm gonna go for my Merc Treads now. Riven's pushing incessantly top. But yeah, if you ward for them, there's no way they can die, like, unless they're completely blind. And what you can do also is, if you see somebody coming from them, from a ward that you place, from a ward that they place, just ping them, and then just, you know, do that recall, that tell your teammates to go back thing, and they will notice, usually. So right now I'm actually sitting at about 1850 in solo queue. I'm going to try to raise that some more. I just actually got this computer back. I went 43 days without a computer. It was pretty rough. That's courtesy of Future Shop there. But yeah, I'm fully excited. This computer is actually much better than the one that I had. And I'm really excited to be starting to make more videos. So we're going to go in on them here. I'm going to quickly switch over to Rise, finish him off there, switch to the Dragon, hit all 3 of them. Their AR are going to get away. I do get just on ulti, but Ezreal manages to pick up the kill on a Mumu, and Bran is diving the Soraka, and it looks like he does get the kill. By the way, Dragon form is like the most satisfying thing to be in this whole game, I find. Like transforming to a Dragon and just flying all over the place, leaving flames everywhere. Too satisfying for me. I've been like, me and my regular team, we have a pre-made 5s team and like a tournament team that we've been kind of playing around with. We just got back together. We made a few changes to our roster and got a new team, and my role is jungle, so I'm going to be making or playing a lot of jungle. Might be switching playing top or mid from time to time, but really mainly I'm going to be playing jungle. And bottom lane, they're trying to like 2v3 here, I guess. At first I was thinking about going in, but then I saw that like really there was no way we were going to win that fight, so I decided not to. Shaco does have a few boxes, but I don't think he's too farm. He does have an Oracles, which is kind of funny to see on Shaco. So Riven's just going to keep pressuring top, going to bait at least 2 out top every time. Like she's forcing the other team to use a lot of resources on her top, and 95% of the time they're not even going to kill her. So it's really, really good for a team. Like when I play top solo, do the same thing. Just constantly pressure top. If you're in solo queue and you want to carry your team that's feeding, just go top, push all day, and farm. So here I just realized I'm actually standing right next to Rise. So I'm going to go ahead and finish him off. And I'm going to go in on this Soraka here and finish this Soraka. I'm going to keep going, and going. Triple kill, and then finishing off with the pentakill. Or quadra kill. Sorry, I wish it was a pentakill. And that is actually going to be the game ender there, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and hopefully you'll see more from me in the future. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.